Basket qualifiers that will be taking place in Rwanda. Now, let's cross over to Highrise here in Nairobi, where Jeff Mogire is on standby. And it's all about volleyball, and it's all about the pre-season friendlies. Jeff, which teams have qualified for the finals, and probably what should we expect?
Thank you so much, Robinson. We are at Highrise here in Nairobi, where the Highrise volleyball tournament is going on. It's underway, by the way. There are teams in the semis right now. Behind me are teams. This team, Kizito, is preparing to get into the semi-finals. Also, there are ladies on the other side down there who are also in the semi-finals, and we are waiting to see who gets into the finals and who gets to win this tournament. This is a weekly tournament, a weekend tournament, where volleyball players from different clubs to come together. They form a team, and then they play to win. There's money, by the way, here. They are fighting for some money here. So whoever wins go home or walks away happy and smiling all the way home. But there's COVID-19. There are government guidelines. I'm joined by a doctor here who's going to help us to understand how do they ensure that this game doesn't go south in terms of COVID-19. Dr. Welcome to KTN, and tell us exactly, how do you ensure that players who are coming in here, they have their masks on? The players who are coming in here, they're not coming to spread the disease to the people who are doing well, maybe probably players who are doing well. Face the camera, fine.
Thank you very much. These are an organized team. It's an organized tournament in which, before we invite all the teams, we are going to write a memo showing that they must observe the guidelines from the Ministry of Health. Therefore, all the players and everyone come inside here has to have the mask so that we can observe that rule. And also down there we have water. You have to wash your hand before you come inside here, because this game, it's a matter of you are using hands. Now we have to sanitize. Either you sanitize it or you wash the hands. Yeah.
How do you deal with issues with masks? Players, people get in here, maybe by the time then there's a second game, they're forgetting about the masks.
Yeah. So after every game, because you are not able to play with mask inside it. So you have to, after you are finished with game, you come outside, you have to make sure you have your mask. So here we have the people who are concerned about that. They ensure that each and every one of the players and everybody comes here has mask. So if you don't have the mask, we have the mask. If we can provide a mask for you, so that we can contain this COVID-19.
Thank you so much, Doctor. But you didn't tell us your name. Kindly tell the people watching your name so that they can know who they are dealing with.
Okay, my name is Hilary Chang. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Hilary, and thank you for what you are doing. Probably we're hoping that nothing goes south here. I want to have the players now to explain to me. Remember Enoch Mogeni? Enoch Mogeni, the guy who is playing in Sweden today. He used to play here, training here, but he played for the KPA, but now he's playing in Sweden. Volleyball can take you places, and like just any other game. So probably I'm having players here who can tell me what does it feel to play here. And let me start with the lady. Yeah, start by your name and tell us what does it mean to play here. You're not playing for your team now. Yeah. You're playing in a different setting where you pick players, and when you pick these players, they come and play in your team. Yeah. And this team is not an official team, but it's a team that you're playing with. Probably if we resume the volleyball tournament of volleyball league, probably it will be in the right track. Yeah. How does that make you feel, probably with playing with different players and different players with different experiences from different places?
Yeah, my name is Pamela Masaisai. My name is Pamela Masaisai from Prison Ladies. I play left attacker. I'm a police officer. So we came here to mingle with the young players here. As me, I'm a junior in national team. I play national team as a left attacker. So when tumekuja hapa hivi, tumekuja kumingle now some young players. At least even me, I'm a young player, but we need some experience from them. as we know that this COVID-19 close for us, but we know that as we meet together here, we know that we are going to have that experience with the younger players. We join together, but somehow we have some players here, they don't have a job, so we have to pick them from here so that we take to our teams. We show them some experience. As we have our seniors, they are behind us, but we are following them as our mentors.
Pam, ukiangalia hizi wachezaji, okay, acha na wanaume. Kuna madem pale chini. Hawa warembo ambao wanacheza pale chini. Do you think wako na what it takes kuwa kwa national team or kuwa among these teams league ya Kenya Volleyball Federation?
Tukiwa na hao players wengine wachanga, wenye tunawafuatana wao, tunaweza cheza nao pia, wako na experience pia wenye mimi mwenyewe sina. Mwingine anaweza kuwa ana service mzuri, anaweza kuwa ana toss mzuri, anaweza kuwa anacheza poa. So I have to take that posture for that my younger player. So ni hivyo tu.
Labda national team bado hajarejea. Tuko na Olympics inatusubiri pale Tokyo, Japan. Time inaenda, but the government says volleyball is a contact sport. Bado hawezi resume for the national leagues, for the national league, national team. Do you think it's time to allow our players to start training now before it's too late for them? At least they can get something in Tokyo.
Yeah, we prefer that. We request that they give us time to train so that we have some experience as we are our preparation to be early. Even though it is far, but we need some preparation for our Olympics. Yeah.
For junior players like you, playing for the national team, what is your intention? What is your aim when you're going to the Olympics?
Yeah, my intention to go to Olympics and to play well, and to play like Moim as he played, and to play like other people. But me, this is my first time to play in maybe traveling to Olympics. So I don't know if I will make it, but I know God is with me.
I hope you're enjoying the Olympics, because that's the greatest opportunity for you as a junior who is coming in for the national team. Probably you will shine. And as you've been doing from your previous games, we've been watching you and you're keeping an eye on you, hoping that you'll keep that trail of the Moims and the rest of the people who have played for national teams, and they have done so well, right? Congratulations, and thank you so much for talking to us. Let me now get one of the players from here to balance the gender. You see, this issue of gender is always everywhere. And you don't have to be that guy who doesn't know what exactly it means to balance it. Because if you don't balance it, there'll be a backlash, and that backlash will be all on you. So it will be all on me. So I have to balance this gender. Thank you so much for agreeing to talk to us. You can tell me your name and tell me what you're doing here today, and how does it feel to have this tournament here today?
Okay, my name is Wilfred Chumba, a junior national team player and a Strathmore student. So when you see us right here, we're really having a good time. We are getting really busy. I mean, some of us would be maybe having fun somewhere else, maybe in drugs. But when you meet such players here, we're getting to learn from them. We have many National League players playing right behind us. And we as the junior players, we are getting to learn many things. Despite the pandemic, we're getting training slowly by slowly, like every weekend. When you engage in at least 2 or 3 tournaments, you get to learn and you don't get to forget what you train.
There's a guy who, I think number 2, the number 2, that guy is from Strathmore. That guy the other year was here, he was very lethal. What do you think of him probably going to the future? Because I'm told he's just 20.
Yeah. Like, for example, when you see now Enoch, he's gone places. He was right here. We played together, and then he's now a role model to us. So in the near future, we're looking forward to having more players going abroad to play for the professional teams.
But they're talking about Enoch. Enoch played here, trained here. A small, like a young boy who grew up to be a man. You know, boys grow to be men, right? So he was here. And what do you make of his experience in terms of getting all the way to Sweden and signing a contract, 3 years contract in Sweden? Probably he's going to be there for longer than we expect him to come back home. We have other players, the player from the GSU who joined a team in Tunisia. What do you make of these players, especially national men team, going out and playing, and then they'll be recalled for the national team?
I think it's a good thing when you see young players growing, getting good future of volleyball. Then I think it's something to learn from. Enoch is one of the most disciplined players I've ever played with, because we were in the same team. So whenever you play, Enoch is a team leader, a person who brings people together. He never gets angry, despite, there's the anger of a score. So he's a person who's always fighting for the team. See, Abiud, he's the same. They have the same energy, and you're trying to learn from them. And I think you're going far with that. Yeah.
Do you think we have players here who can go out as well as Abiud and Enoch and do better than they are doing out there?
Yeah, sure. I believe we have many players who deserve to play better than we do here. They have the potential, they have the game, they have the talent. I think maybe it's just a way to get there. That's the only problem I think we have in the junior volleyball.
So you're in university, you're in uni. Yes. Specifically, talking about university volleyball, if somebody doesn't see you, then it means like you're not shining. Do you think we have structures from the junior positions to the seniors, like where we have a place in ways in which you can grow to become a senior or professional player from university, all the way from high school, by the way, apart from being identified by the scouts?
Yeah, I think they should have a platform whereby the junior players have their Division 2 of volleyball. Because now, like when you're in the university, it's quite hard to balance between education and sports. So at least if you get a chance where there's Division 2 and the National League, that would be better, so that if you perform, you get promoted. I think that's the best way to bring up the new talents.
You're playing here today, but I'm seeing some coaches from the national team. I can see some technical directors on the other side. I can see coaches from different teams in the National League. Do you feel that more players are going to leave this place and going to the national team, are probably going to the other teams in the Kenya Volleyball Federation?
Yeah, I think the reason as why the coaches are here is to scout for the good players. There's a chance of studying. Some of the players here are in high school, and they are scholarships. So at least when they get done with school, they get chances to play for the university. And some of the university students are getting chances to play at the league because of our coaches doing the scouting here.
You're in uni, and we know when we play volleyball or any other game, anything can happen. Probably, how key is education to the growth of these players, especially the juniors?
I think education is one of the most key things in life. But now the problem is how to bring the balance, to strike a balance between the two. So you get some of the players drop school to pursue volleyball, and some drop volleyball to pursue school, which is quite hard for some of us to balance. Yeah.
So players should go to school?
Yeah. Players should go to school, study. Like you can see, Enoch is a graduate now, supposed to graduate, and yeah, it's good to study.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. You see, now, those are players who are taking part in this volleyball tournament here. We are in the semis. You're going to the finals shortly, and we don't know who is going to be who in the finals. Ladies teams have 5 teams, and the men have 10 teams. So it all depends on how it goes. This is the knockout stage. You lost, and you lose, and you're gone. So it all depends on how it goes down here, but we are waiting to see. We'll be getting you the details later on, shortly, by the way, after this, so that we're going back to get the results and collect more information from here. So when I come back, I'll be giving more information and shedding more light about this Highrise volleyball tournament. Back to you, Tuno and Okenye.
Well, thanks a lot. That is Jeff Mogire, who's at Highrise area here in Nairobi, and it's all about the Highrise volleyball tournament. We'll be going back to him in a bit, but we want to take a short break, and when we'll be coming back, we'll be speaking to Jos Peter. It's all about the 4x4 challenge. Rotuno Kwenyike will be speaking to him, and he'll be giving us more insights on the 4x4 challenge and the intrigues that surround that. That will be after the break.